They packed their bags, boarded flights, followed every rule, and now America wants them gone. Mass text messages, home visits, silent knocks at 4 a.m. Families from certain countries are being told, leave immediately. But why now? And why these nations? This isn't just about overstays or expired visas. This is something bigger, a sweeping directive already in motion, targeting immigrants from 10 specific countries, many of whom arrived legally. Could your home country be on the list? Welcome to Top 10 America Beyond, where we uncover the stories that matter. Stay with us, because in the next few minutes, we're revealing the full list and the heartbreaking truth behind this crackdown. Before we dive in, if you're as shocked as we are by these unfolding events, hit that like button, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to Top 10 America Beyond to keep these critical stories coming your way. Let's get started.
Top 10 America Beyond.
Number 10. Afghanistan. They stood shoulder to shoulder with American troops, interpreters, drivers, aid workers, risking everything for a promise of safety. For a fleeting moment, the United States opened its doors, granting humanitarian parole to thousands of Afghans. But now that promise feels broken. In 2025, over 10,000 Afghans who rebuilt their lives in America are receiving notices to leave. No extensions, no appeals, just a ticking clock. These are people who started businesses, enrolled their kids in school, and believed in the American dream. Yet the message is clear: Afghanistan is out. New entries are denied, and those already here face an uncertain future. Why now? The US government cites national security concerns, but for these families it's a betrayal. Imagine building a new life, only to have it uprooted overnight. At Top 10 America Beyond, we're committed to shining a light on these stories. As we move to the next country, the pattern becomes clearer. What does it mean when even allies are turned away? Number 9. Chad. For years, Chad has been a quiet partner to the US, supporting counter-terrorism efforts in the Sahel with military ties and oil partnerships. So why are its citizens now being told to pack up? In 2024 alone, over 2,500 Chadian nationals in the US received deportation notices, with visa applications halted entirely. Students studying at American universities, workers contributing to local economies, and families who thought they were safe are stunned. The US points to Chad's weak passport controls and growing instability as reasons for this crackdown, claiming it's about protecting national interests. But for those affected, it's personal. Imagine being a student halfway through your degree, only to be told your visa won't be renewed. The quiet shock of these notices is rippling through communities. As we continue our countdown on Top 10 America Beyond, we ask, how can a nation be an ally one day and a target the next? Number 8. Republic of the Congo. What happens when silence becomes a warning? The Republic of the Congo rarely makes headlines, no major conflicts, no global spotlight. Yet this Central African nation has landed on America's radar. Over 1,800 Congolese nationals in the US are now facing deportation orders with visa doors slammed shut. The reason? US officials say the Congolese government has failed to verify identities or accept returnees, triggering a rare penalty under Section 243D of US immigration law. This isn't just about new arrivals, it affects students, workers, and even those with pending green card applications. Families who plan for a future in America are now scrambling. The lack of public outcry makes this move even more unsettling. It's happening quietly, one flight at a time. As we explore the next country on Top 10 America Beyond, the stakes get higher. Why are nations with no major crisis facing such harsh measures? Number 7. Equatorial Guinea. A tiny oil-rich nation with palaces rising above poverty, Equatorial Guinea is known for its silence. But that silence is now costing its people their place in America. In 2025, approximately 900 Equatorial Guineans in the US received orders to leave, with new visa applications frozen. The US claims the government has stalled for years, refusing to accept returnees or process documents. This triggered Section 243(d) sanctions, one of the toughest tools in immigration law. These aren't just numbers, they're families with American-born children, students in college, and workers waiting on green card approvals. The quiet efficiency of this crackdown is chilling, with no major announcements or debates. As we move forward on Dept 10 America Beyond, we see a pattern of swift, silent action. How does a small nation like this end up in the crosshairs? Number 6. Eritrea. Imagine a knock at your door before sunrise with a single message: "It's time to go." For Eritreans in the US, this is reality. Over 3,000 Eritreans, many who've lived here for years, are facing deportation. The Eritrean government's refusal to accept returnees has led to severe US sanctions under Section 243(d) hold visas and pushing for removals. These are people who fled a nation often called the North Korea of Africa, seeking safety and opportunity. Now, workers, students, and families are caught in limbo, told to leave voluntarily or face enforcement. The silence surrounding these orders, no headlines, no prime-time coverage, makes it all the more haunting. As we approach the halfway mark on Dept 10 America Beyond, the human cost grows clearer. What happens when the country you fled won't take you back? Number 5. Haiti. They came to America seeking stability, escaping a nation where gangs control streets and essentials like food and fuel are scarce. Over 500,000 Haitians, granted humanitarian parole in 2023 and 2024, now face a heartbreaking reversal. The Department of Homeland Security has revoked their temporary status, demanding they leave or face enforcement. These are families with children in schools, parents with jobs, and communities just starting to rebuild. In 2025, ICE has already begun detaining those who don't comply, with flights being prepared. Haiti's ongoing crisis, marked by a collapsed government and widespread unrest, makes this order feel like a broken promise. As we continue our countdown on Dept 10 America Beyond, the scale of this shift becomes undeniable. How can America turn away those who came for safety? Number 4. Iran. Imagine fleeing a country, only to find the nation you sought refuge in now wants you gone. That's the reality for thousands of Iranians in America. In 2025, the US imposed a complete visa ban on Iran, affecting students, business travelers, and families. Over 4,500 Iranians already in the US are receiving notices to leave, with green card applications frozen. The US cites Iran's refusal to cooperate with deportation processes, alongside heightened security concerns, as the trigger for Section 243(d) sanctions. For many, this isn't just about paperwork, it's about losing a future they built. Students mid-semester, workers with stable jobs, and families with deep roots are caught in this net. As we near the top of our list on Dept 10 America Beyond, the stakes feel personal. What does it mean when geopolitics upends individual lives? Number 3. Libya. How do you return to a place with no functioning government or safe airports? That's the impossible question facing Libyans in America. Over 2,200 Libyans are being told to leave, with visa processing halted and residency renewals blocked. The US points to Libya's failure to accept returnees, invoking Section 243(d) sanctions. Libya's reality, split governments, rival militias, and a shuttered US embassy makes compliance nearly impossible. Yet the orders keep coming. Students face non-renewed visas, workers lose legal status, and families confront an uncertain future. The quiet execution of this policy, no major press, no public debate, raises urgent questions. As we approach the final 2 on Top 10 America Beyond, the pattern is stark. How can people be sent back to a nation in chaos? Number 2, Myanmar. They fled military crackdowns, burned villages, and persecution, hoping America would be their safe haven. But for thousands from Myanmar, that hope is fading. In 2025, over 3,800 Myanmar nationals faced deportation orders, with all visa approvals suspended. The US cites Myanmar's military government's refusal to accept returnees as the reason for Section 243(d) sanctions. This affects Rohingya Muslims, ethnic minorities, students and families who escaped one of the world's worst humanitarian crises. And many have pending asylum cases or are in detention, caught in a system that feels relentless. The lack of global outcry makes this feel like a silent erasure. As we reach the final country on Top 10 America Beyond, the human toll is overwhelming. Why are those fleeing persecution being sent back? Number 1, Somalia. No papers, no passport, no embassy. How do you return to a country that barely functions? For Somali nationals in America, this is a logistical and emotional nightmare. Over 5,000 Somalis, many who've lived in the US for decades, are being told to leave. Somalia's refusal to accept returnees, citing an inability to verify identities, has led to Section 243(d) sanctions, visas, and ramping up deportations. Entire regions of Somalia lack centralized control, yet the US is moving forward. Many targeted Somalis arrived as children, fleeing civil war, and have never known the land they're being sent to. Attorneys are often left in Mogadishu with no support, facing immense challenges. This isn't just policy, it's a profound human story. As we wrap up our countdown on Top 10 America Beyond, we're left with urgent questions. What happens when people are sent to a place that can't receive them? Conclusion. What we've uncovered isn't just a list, it's a seismic shift in America's immigration landscape. Families are being uprooted, promises broken, and lives changed in silence. From Afghanistan to Somalia, these 10 nations reveal a policy that spares no one, not allies, not students, not those seeking safety. At Top 10 America Beyond, we believe these stories deserve to be heard. If this moved you, hit that like button, drop a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to stay informed. The more we share, the harder it is to ignore. What's next? If this crackdown can target such diverse nations, could others be added? Stay with Top 10 America Beyond as we keep digging into the truths that shape our world. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.